Hey, good morning. Only 55 minutes late this morning. I just wanted to build up enough comments to get us through the morning, right? Get some viewers. What's up? Good morning. Why am I late? Well, we have more workers. Of course, they were supposed to be here at 7:30. Guess what time it is? 7:51. Guess who's not here yet? So, hopefully they don't ring the doorbell and annoy the shit out of me for having to get up in the middle of this. So I had to we're having our garage was just drywalled, and so that's finished. And now we're putting in floor, like epoxy floor. Oh, I think they have. Yep, they are here. Okay. Well, hopefully my wife's awake. So I had to move shit out into the driveway, into the yard. I've been doing taxes this week. Ugh. So I text my buddy Mark. I'm like, hey man, you want to do beers tonight? So my wife had mentioned, she's like, I've got some bad news. They're coming to do our garage tomorrow. It was originally supposed to be Monday, which hey, get it done, and we don't have to deal with it. So I like, yeah, we have to move all this crap out. So I'm like, oh shit. So my wife gets home from work from the office last night. I'm like, I'm going out with Mark to Long Table. She goes, garage. I'm like, made quick work of it. Like there's not too much stuff in the garage. So you know me, I'm not a garage guy. So moved some stuff around. And but there's some stuff like the lawnmower. I didn't want to put the lawnmower outside overnight. So I had to move that stuff, move the cars around. And that's why I'm late this morning. So cheers to a Friday. Happy Friday. So I mentioned yesterday we're going to do Name That Player. We're going to do Name That Player, and I was going to do something. I was going to tie it to the baseball playoffs. Well, you know how that goes. Woke up this morning and I'm like, oh, shit. I didn't do anything for Name That Player. So we're going to do kind of a unique edition of Name That Player later this morning. It's not going to be baseball. It's not going to be football. It's not going to be basketball. And no. It's not going to be hockey or soccer. It's going to be kind of all of the above. It's going to be football, basketball, baseball. So we've got, I think I've got 12 cards, and it ranges. We've got vintage, modern, got basketball, just 2 basketball. So we won't go too in depth with basketball. So that's going to be Name That Player coming up a little bit later this morning. What else is going on? I did go out for beers last night. We went to Long Table. I love Long Table, but the team, they never have team. They have, so we're sitting at the bar. It's very popular. It's downtown Middleton. Downtown Middleton's kind of like bougie. It's little boutiques and all that stuff. I like it. It's kind of cool. And so it's a unique concept. You walk in and they have beers on tap, and it's all like craft beer. You're not going to find Miller Lite, Bud Light, Coors Light at Long Table. Actually, I think you might in the cooler. So you can choose. They have beers on draft. I think they have 12 taps. So you can choose from one of those. And then they also have like a cooler, like you walk in almost like a liquor store, like a small liquor store. You walk in and there's the cooler right in front of you, and you can just pick up a bottle of Spotted Cow, and then you take it to the counter, pay for it, put it on your tab, whatever. They'll pour it in a glass if you want. Otherwise, you can drink it out of the can or bottle. And so we're sitting at the bar, and they have TVs like here and here at the bar, but they're never on. And I don't go there that, we meet up there once a month, once every 2 months or so. And so I'm like, the Bears game's on tonight. Like, yeah, we want to watch the Bears game. And I'm like, oh, shoot, it's on one of the streaming things. I'm like, I doubt, this place, they never even have the TV on. So I kind of doubt they'll have Amazon Prime. So all of a sudden it gets close to game time and they're turning the TV, the Bears game on. Wow. So I told the bartender, I'm like, there actually we had watched this conversation came later, like closer to halftime, or end of the first quarter, whenever it was. So my buddy wanted to go across the street to this, it's like a dive bar. It's called the Village Green. It's like a local dive bar, and it looks so out of place in downtown Middleton because everything else is like brand new, bougie boutiques. And then there's the Village Green dive bar right in the middle. So my buddy wanted to get these nachos, and I think I posted a picture on Twitter last night. They're freaking good. I only had a couple. My buddy scarfed them down, and so he's like, he was debating on whether to eat at Long Table or if he wanted to go across the street to Village Green. And I'm like, Village Green is not going to have Amazon Prime. And he's like, oh, you're right. I'm gonna go run over there because it's literally just across the street. He's like, I'm gonna run over there and check. Runs over there. He comes back. He's like, I'm like, the Village. They have this dive bar has Amazon Prime. I'm like, what's going on? So in the meantime, I had told our bartender, I'm like, because we were getting our cards out, and then we had the discussion like, oh, we may have to stay here to watch more of the game. And so the bartender he's like, I saw your cards out here. And I'm like, well, we may stay. We might go to the Village Green. He's checking to see if they have Amazon Prime. And I'm like, they probably don't. And so he reveals how they have Amazon. He goes, yeah, we wouldn't have it either, but one of our former employees stayed logged in. So we just use his account. I'm like, that's funny. That's funny. So then when we get to the Village, so we cash out, we go to the Village Green, they have the game on. Again, talk to the bartender, tell her the story. And she's like, oh, bars can get it. I don't know any of the, like, I go to the bar like once a month at most. And so I didn't know this, but apparently you can get Amazon Prime on, and maybe it must be like on cable. Like if you type in, she said if you type in like 1691 or something, you get the game. I don't know if it's just, I doubt it's like Amazon Prime, but I think it's the game. So it's like it's streaming on some channel is what I assume. So I don't know if it's DirecTV or cable or whatever, but she's like, yeah, if you just, any bar can just turn it to like 1691. And so I didn't know that. And I'm probably screwing that up. I'm sure somebody might know. Coffee's still super hot. So what's going on in the chat? But how about the Bears? First comment of the day. Yes, we are delayed this morning. You're just joining me. I had to move some shit out of the garage, and that's why I'm late this morning. Shane's here. What's up? Good early morning to you. We've got Victor. How about those Bears? The Bears last night. Now, and the Commanders, or is that their name? The Commanders, Washington, the Washington football team, the Redskins. I think they're 2-3 now. And I was going in like, okay, we'll see. Justin Fields had a good game against the Broncos, but remember that team gave up 70 points to the Dolphins a couple weeks ago. Let's temper the expectations. They looked good. They looked like a team that I thought would win 11 games this year. It's taken them. So Bears with the win. And so we joked, there was a couple guys, and this is the funny thing when you're in Wisconsin, it's almost like if you're a Bears fan, it's like, it's a hush. Like, first conversation I had like this was actually the first house my wife and I lived in. We rented, and my neighbor next door was from Illinois. And we're like, and we actually lived like, he was from about a half an hour away. He was from LaSalle, Peru. And he's like, you a Bears fan? And it's almost like it's this hush, like, oh, you're from Illinois. Are you a Bears fan? It's almost like this. Shh, don't let anybody hear us. And that's kind of like it was last night. And there were a lot of, and it's probably there were a lot of Bears. And I think, and initially it's like, wow, there's more Bears. But I think the reason why there was Bear fans at the bar was because it's on Amazon Prime. You can't get the game at home if you don't have Amazon Prime. And just run up to the Village Green, run up to the long table. So we were talking about that, and one of the guys at the bar was saying the exact same thing I said here on Hobby Evolution last week, which was the Bears are probably going to win enough games this year to be like the 15th pick. They're going to win 8 games. They're going to, go 8-9, 7-10, and they're not going to get one of those top 5 draft picks. So we got to bank on Carolina sucking. So and based on how they've looked the last couple of weeks, the offense is starting to click. I mean, that last night, Justin Fields to DJ Moore, that's what we were expecting out of that combination, and it clicked. Defense still sucks. So, hey, as long as the offense is scoring, it's going to be fun. So, but it's almost like, ooh, but top pick. It's almost like I don't know what to do. It's almost like I want high-scoring, competitive, kind of like last year. I want high-scoring, competitive games that end in losses. Because they're not, this is not, obviously, this is not a playoff team. So you might as well lose games, but lose them competitively. Like, I'm not like we've got to win these games. I look at it from like long-term perspective. Like, why do you want to win game? Like, why do you want to win this game against the Broncos or the Redskins, and you're going to finish the season 4-13 or 5-12 or whatever the final record is, or go to the playoffs and get smoked in the first round? Like, might as well lose competitively. Score 40 points and lose 42-40. Let your defense give up 42 points. I mean, that's ideally, for at least in my opinion, that would be ideal. Like last year, the Bears were like fun to watch last year, but they kept losing, and it was great because we got a top pick and then got DJ Moore out of it. Dave says, I sent your package out. Thought my girlfriend sent it, but noticed she didn't. So that really happens. Never trust your wives or girlfriends to send out mail. We all know how that happens, how that ends up. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Carlo does vintage. Good morning. Another beautiful day of listing and shipping. Listing and shipping, shipping and listing. I didn't list too much yesterday. I listed some football rookies, Trevor Lawrence, Herbert, Tua, some decent stuff. I shipped and did taxes and shipping and taxes. That was my day in bar. I did go back on the trading card database. I logged some more of my Ernie Banks collection. I am now up to number 26 on the trading card database rankings of Ernie Banks collectors, 26. So I'm at 120 unique Ernie Banks cards, but I still have, and these are cards that I had sorted in 2020. So whatever I've added in the last 3 years, wherever they may be, throughout my nearly million Cubs. And I still have a bunch in the box to list. So I'm thinking there's probably going to be, how much more in this box do I have? So these are unlisted Ernie Banks cards. And there's probably another 80. I could probably get to 200 uniques out of that box because there are quite a few duplicates. So that would put me, say, smack dab at 200. That would put me in top 10 on the Ernie Banks rankings. That would put me right at number 10. So it's fun. I'm having fun with my Cubs baseball cards, listing them on Trading Card Database. Red Light 34, what's up? Good morning. He says hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Go Bears. Fun game last night. Andy Mack says it's a good day to be a Bears fan, right? We haven't said that in a while. We have not said that in a while. Well, we said it on wasn't draft day. Well, draft day, we still had fun, but the trade, the number one pick trade, I remember where I was at. I was at Sloan Park. I think it was a Cubs White Sox game when that trade was announced in spring training. And I think we were up our Club 400 group. We were on the rooftop at Sloan Park. And I remember walking. It was like in the afternoon. It was like after the game. And we were all like celebrating, high fives. And like it was cool because like, oh, we got DJ Moore. And, like high-fiving strangers. Fun stuff. Happy Friday. Talking Tatis in the house. We've got Donald Davis here. Good morning. Red Light 34 says, will he be on time? What time did I say? 7:30 to 7:45? I was pretty close. I think it's 7:50. Dan says, is it 7:27 a.m. Central Time? It was. Is he just late? He was. I see his message. The Bears won last night, so he was up late. Good morning, Philly Joe. The one good thing is the Bears did win. Yes. Wow, the Bears almost botched that game. If Commanders make that field goal, who knows what happens after that? It doesn't feel great. That's the thing. It doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great. I would rather the Washington win the game. I kind of want a competitive 0-17 season. I want Justin Fields and DJ Moore to look like world beaters, but the defense to suck and give up points. Shane says, are we going to need to download StreamYard for the 1000th episode? Only if you want to call in. It's going to be like normal. So the 1000th episode will be as is. But if you want to like call in and be a part of the program, you will need, I don't think you have to do you have to I don't think you have to download StreamYard. I think it's just a website. It's just a link. I don't think it's like a download thing. It's been a while since I've done StreamYard. Uncle Rich says, at this rate, we will call it a day and just make 1,000 on Wednesday. No. Hall of Fame card collector says, good morning. I just woke up, so this delay helped me be on time. Love it. Good deal. Shane says, no, Rich, my girlfriend will be at work Tuesday night. It will be peaceful, and I will be uninterrupted on Tuesday night. There you go. There you go. Red Light 34 laughs with you. Max says, too much Taco Bell yesterday. I told him not to do it for both meals. Yeah. What the hell? What a shitty promotion for the Taco Fractors. I knew it was probably going to be something goofy, but man, maybe I touched on it yesterday, but what a shitty promotion, literally and figuratively. Taco Fractors. I mean, it was a dumb idea to begin with, and now it's just dumber. How will I know what to eat today if we don't have an episode? What I eat yesterday? I had a ham sandwich for lunch. I did eat bar food last night, talking about how unhealthy my diet is. I had wings. The wings at Long Table, man, they're jumbo wings. Freaking good. So good. I had the small. By the way, I had the small order. And those nachos that you saw, I only had like 2 of those, 2 chips. Let's see. Hall of Fame card collector says, I would take the girlfriend over being alone any day. There you go. Merle says, hey, Red Light, can I order up a Couch People card holder? I feel I should get one before the Christmas party. Yes. There you go. We will run it back, the Couch People Christmas party, sometime in December. I'm not sure when. I've got to plan it around the Club 400 Christmas party because I don't want to do it a weekend where that is taking place. And I don't know if my wife's going to Florida before Christmas or not. Usually she goes down for a couple of weeks in December right before Christmas. So still TBA. We will do a Couch People Christmas party. I won't have like mountains of wax to open, so I'm going to have to go out and find some. I've ripped through most of it. I think the only thing I have left, I think I have 2 hobby boxes of Topps Update from 2020 and a bunch of hanger boxes of WWE Heritage. That's all I have left of my wax. Merle says the Bears did it for Butkus. Yeah, man. What? Oh, Dick Butkus. We were talking about that last night. Like, my buddy's like, what was he in? Like, wasn't he in a show? And I'm like, yeah, he was in, and I couldn't remember the kid, the teeny bopping show. So my dad always called the teeny bopper shows. At first I thought it was Saved by the Bell, the new class, not Saved by the Bell, the college years. That was Golick. I can't remember which one. Bob, Mike, I don't know, one of the Golicks. That was Saved by the Bell college years. But I thought Dick Butkus was in Saved by the Bell, the new class, but it wasn't. And then I'm like, oh, it was California Dreams. And it wasn't that either. It was called Hang Time. And Reggie Theus was also in that. Dick Butkus was in Hang Time. And it was one of those it was along with, it probably backed up to Saved by the Bell, the new class, and California Dreams. It was on in the mid to late 90s. My buddy's like, I don't remember that, but he's a few years older. So I'm like, well, you would have been like in high school, college. So you probably weren't watching Saturday morning Saved by the Bell. Hang Time. I'm like, oh yeah, Hang Time. And he was in a bunch of stuff. Like, and then I was looking it up on his Wikipedia, and Dick Butkus was in a lot of stuff. And he was I think he was honored at because he tweets, and I remember what? Should access Wikipedia. It wouldn't let me get in. Wikipedia. But I got in this way. Let's see. So Dick Butkus, yeah, he was and I didn't realize this. He had a lawsuit against the Bears, but this was I'm like, lawsuit against the Bears, but he's been, with the Bears. But this was a long time ago. Butkus's retirement came with 4 years remaining on a 5-year contract with the Bears, which was to pay him $115,000 per year through 1977. Came with a no-cut, no-trade clause, and was payable even if surgery was needed. The contract also promised necessary medical and hospital care, which, according to Butkus, the Bears neglected to provide him, causing irreparable damage to his knee. The Bears then told him he would not be paid if he could not play. That sounds like the Bears ownership. Butkus filed suit against the Bears team doctor in May 1974, asking for $600,000 in compensatory damages and $1 million in punitive damages. It was eventually settled out of court when the Bears agreed to pay Butkus the full value of his contract. The episode caused a rift between Butkus and Bears owner George Halas. The two did not speak for the next 5 years. Interesting. Film and television career, Dick Butkus appeared in films such as The Longest Yard, Cry Onion, I've never heard of that one, Mother, Jugs, and Speed, I've never heard of that, Gus, Superdome, these are a lot of late 70s movies, Johnny Dangerously, now I do remember that, Hamburger, the motion picture, I kind of remember The Stepford Children, is that like some a made-for-television horror science fiction thriller inspired by the Stepford Wives? This sounds pretty interesting. Barbara Eden was in it. What was she in? Barbara. See, this is the Wikipedia. This is the Wikipedia rabbit hole that I get down. Now I'm like, whoa, Barbara Eden. Oh, she's Jeannie. I Dream of Jeannie. Okay, the Stepford Children. Something's wrong. She just hasn't been herself. She's perfect. The Stepford Children. I'm going to have to find that. That sounds fun. Hamburger. I remember this. Oh, it's a teen sex comedy film. Maybe I shouldn't remember it since I was 4 years old when that came out. Hamburger, the motion picture. Hamburger University. Hamburger, the motion picture is a teen sex comedy film directed by Mike Marvin starring Lee McCloskey. The film stars Lee as Russell Proko, who finds himself way too distracted by women who want to have sex with him. Proko decides to enroll in Hamburger University to become an owner of a Buster Burger franchise. Hamburger the Motion Picture began filming in 1985, predominantly shot in LA. The film received negative reviews from pretty much everybody. Hamburger. So Dick Butkus played Druten in Hamburger the Motion Picture. Okay. See, that's the fun. I go on these Wikipedia rabbit holes and we learn about stupid 80s cheesy films like the Stepford Children. I should write that down. I wonder if you can find the Stepford Children on YouTube. What if there's a trailer for it? Stepford Children trailer. Just Stepford Wives. Oh, the full movie is on. Oh, wait. Looks like it's. Is this the full movie? Let's. The Stepford Wives. This is not. This is bastards. Okay. All right. Moving on. Moving on. Bo has been kidnapped by a rogue contractor. Looks like they're cleaning their garage. Sounds like they're cleaning the garage right now. George says, damn, my thumb hurts. Ran it through the mandolin slicer making pickles tonight. Ouch. Ouch. Merle says he could have been rooting for the Bears too loudly in Wisconsin. I'd back up. Yeah, that's an ouch. RS Math says, still waiting. Maybe Bo is in a food coma from those nachos. George says, fortunately, it only cut in a bit, but as soon as the bleeding stops, it starts again. Ouch. Those cuts do suck. Indeed, I just need to get distracted when slicing. Not get distracted. Tracy, good morning. Looking forward to a 3-day weekend for teachers in our district. Very fun. Love you. What's the holiday? Is it Columbus Day? Michael Renicky, what's up? Good morning. Shane says, so I put in a request to get Tuesday and Wednesday off for 1000th episode, and she thought I also wanted Thursday off. So I have 5 days off next week on accident, but the Broncos play Thursday night, so it works. Hey, it all works in the end. And Merle says you'll need the extra day for the hangover. There you go. Sheena's in the house. What's happening? Good morning. JW says good morning. The Bears win. Back and forth with my Cubs and Bears hats a lot lately. Then they both kept losing. I had to throw on the U of M hat. Let's see. Shane says he hopes not. JW and the Bears went on a primetime spot on top of that too. How about it? How about it? Let's play Name That Subscriber. We all send in goofy pics of ourselves and we try to guess who they are. That would be fun. That would be fun. Who's the chatter? Who's this one? Who's this one? And here we've hit when I finally went live. James says it was on Fox in Illinois. Oh, you're probably in market. You're probably in market. So it was probably on the local Chicago Fox station, I am assuming. Not up here. Not in Cheesehead land. Just listed my 2000th card this morning. Took a while for me to get there, but I'm proud. Thanks for all your advice and knowledge on eBay. Yeah, you bet. Congrats. I love those milestones. Love it. Merle hit a milestone, 9,000. Love it. RS Math says DirecTV has an agreement with Amazon to feed Amazon Prime Sports to commercial businesses under the assumption not every bar restaurant has enough bandwidth for streaming. Aha. That's, yeah. Because I remember she said something like it's only for businesses because I think you have to have a Spectrum business. I think you have to have a Spectrum business account for your TV. Sage of Sports World, what's up? Happy Friday. DirecTV also delivers YouTube NFL Sunday ticket to commercial businesses for same reason. Very nice. There you go. We got our answer. JW says, congrats to RS Math. Congrats to Merle. 10,000 in sight. Love it. The first 1 to 2,000 is the toughest. So I will totally agree with that. Getting to 1,000 is by far the hardest. And then 2,000, and then it's just kind of, and then it flows. Because once you get past that, then you've got rhythm and you're building momentum. But that first 1,000, man, that's hard to get to that first 1,000. Dave says it sucks. We lost another Hall of Famer with Dick Butkus. I know. That's a bummer. Big John's in the house. What's up? Good morning. What a Bears game. What a game. What was the final score? Because I didn't stay up. I was in bed by the time it ended. Let's see. How do I? Oh, here we go. Scores. 40-20. 40-20. And I saw, I think DJ Moore had 230 yards. As for StreamYard, as long as you have a camera, all you have to do is follow the link. There you go. There you go. That is how I call into Hobby Hotline to hear whatever comments that I have to correct Newman on. Value Box Digger says, but is the Taco Fractor a dumb idea if the Taco Bells start having advertisements in the locations about sports cards? Legit curious on your thoughts. No, I think it's great cross promotion. I think anytime, I think it's dumb, but I get your point, and I agree with you. From a marketing standpoint, it's genius. Anytime you can get national cross promotion like that, it's good for the hobby as long as as long as it. I'm surprised. It's not like I followed the news too closely, but I'm surprised it hasn't been more advertised of what they're doing, and maybe it will be once. Because it's for the World Series, right? So maybe once we get closer to that, they'll be like mainstream media reports on it. But I think anytime you can get that publicity and do cross promotion, especially with a nationwide fast food chain, I think that's good for the sport of baseball. It's good, hopefully good for the hobby. I mean, it's good for the hobby. Hopefully it builds momentum, and because wouldn't it be cool if you could get a pack of cards, like a Taco Bell pack of cards back, like McDonald's did that, the 92-93 Upper Deck, and it's got the holograms in the form of an M on the back of the card. Because I went my choice on where to eat lunch at 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old was go to McDonald's. I want to get the Shaq card. I need the Shaquille O'Neal card. So yes, I think it's a dumb idea, but in terms of the cross promotion and what it could do for the hobby is good. Not dumb. Dan says, no download, just click the link Bo sends. There you go. We've got some answers on StreamYard. Matt Like is back. What's up, man? Took the day off work, but I'm driving for the next hour. There you go. Hope to see you. Are you coming out to any shows? I've been going through. I never did find, Matt's a Hawkeye collector. I never did find the pile of Hawkeyes that I thought I had like a dozen Hawkeye cards. So I don't know if they're just in a box I haven't seen or what. But I know I have been finding some Hawkeyes as I fill boxes, putting them in the football boxes. Shane says, okay, cool. I don't know if I'll be calling in. I'm not that interesting. Hey, we're all interesting in our own way. Regarding Christmas party, my opinion, it would be better to see a what's in the box of ripping versus products. That would be, yeah, we could do that. We'll see if I get a Goodwill pallet, because that's something like it's just basically me streaming anyway, and like just we're all talking amongst ourselves, so I could be doing little multitasking. So that's a good idea. I'll still bring some. I'll have to get something. It's not like I want to go spend a bunch of money on wax. But if I do come across like a bargain box that I buy at a show or a Goodwill pallet, we can do that. Red Light 34 says, let me know on what color you would like to for Merle. There you go. JW says, did you get any of the Bob Ross Topps baseball cards yesterday on the Topps website? They sold out fast. They look pretty cool. I think they look okay. Not my thing. The Cubs group chat I'm in, there were a few guys that were like in line waiting. I think you had to wait just to get on the Topps website yesterday. I was not, I don't have any interest in it. There were 3 or 4 guys in my group chat that were all trying to get them. None of them were able to snag any. So they did sell out super fast. So there was a lot of demand for them. Just not really interesting for me. I've got a Bob Ross Cubs shirt. He's painting the W flag. That's enough Bob Ross for me. I don't need any Bob Ross cards. Merle says I had a gas station pizza for lunch yesterday. Quick Trip. There you go. There you go. Quick Trip. Decent pizza. Nothing like Casey's, but it's a decent gas station pizza. Butkus was also on My Two Dads with my childhood crush, Stacy Keenan. Yeah. My Two Dads. Yes, he was on My Two Dads. Mother Jugs and Speed had a Raquel Welch sighting. Oh, ooh la la. With all her cleavage. Uncle Rich, it's early. Down boy. Shane says, if I would have known about Bob Ross cards, I would have bought one for my dad. They sold out super duper fast. Super duper fast. JW says the Bears need someone like Butkus or Urlacher on defense. Again, someone that everyone fears when they face them. Cooter says Mother Jugs and Speed. Guess which one? Raquel Welch. Nothing like the sexist 70s. Mother Jugs and Speed. Value Box Digger. It's a 3-day weekend for Bo too. Well, not really, but there is no mail Monday. Oh yeah, there's no mail Monday. Okay. I get an extra day for handling, I guess. No longer Columbus Day. It's now National Indigenous Peoples Day. Aha. Jason, what's up? Fighting COVID. Damn, man. Get better. Speaking of, I got to schedule my flu shot. But the plus side is I get to catch the entire show today. Well, payoffs. Get well. Terry, good morning. What's happening? Dave says my eBay is now up to 35.5, hoping to be at 40,000 by the end of the weekend. Very nice. I'm closing in on 45,000 again. I dropped down to 44,000 after my sale a couple weeks ago, and I've been adding some more inventory. Probably, I don't know if I'm going to add anything today. I've got to finish my tax BS. I've got shipping. So actually, I found a bunch of I found more cards from when I was going through my card show pickup from a couple weeks ago from Rockford. I found a bunch of stuff that I hadn't lit. I'm like, oh shit, there's still some good stuff. Cause I was going through and it's like, well, a lot of this is like quarter box stuff, some dollar box stuff. But then I was pulling the good stuff and I just had it on the coffee table out there. I'm like, oh shit, I need to get this listed. So maybe I'll throw one of those stacks on today. The Taco Fractor stuff was just a mistake. So those cards are numbered to 5, which makes them tough enough. Yeah. And then you have the announcement now instead of earlier. I know. Yeah, it was weird. It was weird that they waited this long to make the announcement instead of just doing it right off the bat. Dave says, does Car Dealer Pro have a phone number since email is bad? I don't think so. I'm trying to think of the best way. I'll find a better contact for you. I'll find a better. Shoot me an email, or if you're in the Facebook group, if you're in the Hobby Evolution Facebook group, reach out or shoot me an email, 1millioncubsproject@gmail.com. Rich says cross promotion is good, no great, but letting people know what to expect makes promotions better. Absolutely. SoCal 1967 says there are 2012 NBA Hoops Taco Bell cards. I was not aware of that. 2012, I was not really I was just dipping my toes back in the hobby pool in 2012. I think that's when I started buying stuff again. I discovered Allen and Ginter and Topps Archives because I had taken most of the 2000s off. Although now I think back and it's like, wait, I never really took it. Like I was still collecting, like even in what year was it? Because I acquired a collection which was mostly junk wax in 2006, 2007. And that kind of got me back in. I was doing shows, selling some of that stuff. Then I got into TTM real big in like 08, 09. In 2012, I started. I went at some point in there. I was collecting Bowman runs. I loved Bowman. And then 2012, I started buying new product again, Archives and Ginter and stuff. Yeah, the weather's changing. I noticed it's October 6th, and it's finally fall. Like fall is what, September 21st, 22nd? But it's been like summer up until yesterday. Yesterday was like the first day where it's like, oh, it actually feels like fall today and not like summer. And there's probably a couple days in there where it felt like fall. Like it's been like dreary, but it's been warm. Or maybe I've just spent too much time in my basement. But like, yeah, this morning when I was moving stuff out of the garage, it's like, damn, it's cold. It's like 46 degrees this morning. I think the high is only in the 50s today, which I'm kind of okay with that now. I've come to accept that summer is over. Finally, it's October 6th. Cold weather, it's hoodie weather. Love me some hoodies. So here we are. Shane says, so how does the taco thing work? You have to take your expensive card to a greasy food restaurant and show it to them or what? I don't know how it works. Kyle, what's up? Good morning. Catching the show on the way back from Tree Stand. Very cool. The gift exchange worked well last year also. Oh, yeah, we did the Couch People Christmas party gift exchange. That was fun. So let's keep that part of the holiday party. We can certainly do that. As long as I don't want to run it. JW says, I've been hearing about a lot of mailbox thefts around the country, mostly out west. I wonder how many people won't get their cards from so many going on. Seems to be most of the big blue drop-off boxes. Really? That's interesting. So I would always recommend do not drop off mail after pickup time. So I use the blue boxes religiously, but I always drop them off before they're picked up. So usually I take them at like 4:00 in the afternoon. They're not picked up until like 5. So they're sitting in a blue box for about an hour. I would highly not recommend dropping your cards off in a blue box after pickup, which is typically like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. I wouldn't put them in blue boxes over the weekend. We actually had not the post office I usually go to, but another one. Somebody like cut a hole into the bottom of the blue box, and so it was down for the count. So it's been several months that had, maybe even last year, but so yeah, be very wary of putting stuff in the blue boxes. You won't have any trouble dropping them in blue boxes from the people at the front desk. Oh, this is non-machinable. But just be cognizant of the pickup times and all that. Dan says, I have a PSA slabbed Hawkeye, but it's Benjamin Franklin Pierce. Benjamin Franklin Pierce. I don't know who that is. My COVID and flu shot is scheduled for next Thursday. I need to do that. I need to schedule mine. Double dose. My wife got hers last week. One arm, the other arm. And actually, hopefully I can get in next week because that would be oh shit, I have a wedding on Saturday. So as long as I don't do it like Friday, because I don't want to risk feeling like shit the next day. Let's see. Tops a Fanatics experience. LOL banged the site hard for 30 minutes with all the timeouts, but got 8 happy little boxes for the PC. Oh, wow. Very nice. You're the first person that I've heard that's actually got in and got some Bob Ross boxes. Rich says, I will probably be feeling like total crap on Friday. Yes. I don't think my wife had any side effects with hers last week. She felt a little tired. Matt says, I'm going to Iowa's biggest card show this afternoon, the 3-day Capital City Card Show in Des Moines. Yeah, I've never been out there, but I've heard it's a really good show. I've heard that's a really good show. There's a big show in Schaumburg this weekend, a bunch of autographs, a big autograph show with, I think, close to 200 tables. Oak Creek's this weekend. Stevens Point's got a card show this weekend. So a lot of options if you're in the Midwest for card shows this weekend. Value Box Digger says, all the hate on the Taco Fractor. Does no one remember when Panini did a toilet paper parallel? I do not remember that. I do not remember a Panini toilet paper parallel. I'd also recommend not dropping in blue boxes after hours because you get one rainstorm with wind that night and you might have issues depending on the style. But yeah, that's another good point. That's another good point. Rich says MASH. Oh, Hawk, I get it now. Yeah. I get it. Hawkeye Pierce MASH went off the air when Bo was 1. Yeah, 1983. I was 1 years old. But I did watch a lot of MASH reruns because it was always on after the news. 6:35 on weekday nights on weeknights, 6:35 after the news. Then I think it was on after the news, after the 10 o'clock news also on WQAD, the ABC affiliate in the Quad Cities. So why don't we play a little Name That Player? Name That Player. So today we're mixing it up. Let's get that scoreboard scrolling. There we go. Max with the big lead. So today on Name That Player, we're gonna do some baseball. We're gonna do some football, and there's even 2 basketball cards in here. I think there's 12 or 13 cards total. A little bit old, some old, and some new. Cooter, even a couple players that you may know. So there's the scoreboard scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Without further ado, let's get into it. I also had to pull a couple of football cards because it tickled my funny bone. I'm like, who's that? And it's a quarterback legends set. You'll find out. Okay, first up, here we go. Who's this guy? Value Box Digger says Panini did a TP parallel in 2021. I don't remember that. Who's this guy? This is what I don't like about StreamYard because all of a sudden all of the comments come in. Michael Renicky, no. Uncle Rich, yes. Uncle Rich, Carl Yastrzemski. These are cool cards. These were like, what the hell were these? They were like permagraphics. They're like little credit cards. They're like plastic. Yaz is correct. Uncle Rich, give him the point. Uncle Rich is up to 8 points. Is that right? Yeah, Uncle Rich had 7, now 8. All right. Yaz is correct. All right. Next up, we go football. This is funny. This is funny. This is a set called Quarterback Legends. Michael Renicky, you're a Packers fan. And Max, you're a Packers fan. Dan, have a happy Friday. Who's this Green Bay Packers quarterback? It is not Stabler. It is not Bart Starr. That's when I first saw him, like, but then I look closer. I'm like, no, that's not Bart Starr. Lynn Dickey's a great guess, but not correct. Paul? No. Starr? No. Okay, we're gonna give Randy Wright. No. We're gonna give Philly Joe the point. It is Zeke something. We're gonna give Zeke he probably is the only Zeke besides Elliott, Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke Bratowski. So we're gonna give Philly Joe the credit here. Zeke Bratowski, quarterback legends. I'm like, what? Zeke Bratowski was not a quarterback legend. Okay, so Philly Joe. Oh, you're up to 4 points. Right behind Scotty Dubs. All righty. All right, we're going back to baseball. Back to baseball. This is a tough one. All right, here we go. Who's this New York Yankee stretched out? New York Yankees. See if any comments come in before I give a hint. All right, here they come. Not Tito, not Tino, not Kelly, not Villardi, not O'Neill, not Brocious, not Vizcaíno. So this guy actually, I remember him more from playing for the Oakland A's. I'm pretty sure he was on that World Series team. It's not Steve Sachs. It's not Ordonez. It's not Boggs. It's not Kevin Moss, nor is it Don Mattingly. It is Mike Gallego. Yes, Scotty Dubs. First one to name, Mike Gallego. Lego my Gallego. Lego my ego, Mike Gallego. Gallego. Scotty Dubs back on the board. And Scotty Dubs now tied with Card Hobbyist with 6 points. Mike Gallego. Where are we at? Shane Koopman says Zeke must be a legend if he made it to Hobby Evolution's name that player. Oh, hey, we've got another legend. We've got another quarterback legend. Another quarterback legend from the Raiders. Now, this guy actually was a legend. Not Stabler. Not Kenny Stabler. Philly Joe. I think was Philly Joe I think Philly Joe's the only. Oh, no. Let's see. Philly Joe was the first with Blanda. George Blanda. Plunkett, good guess. George Blanda. Philly Joe with 2 points today. Moves him up to, 5 points? Just below Scotty Dubs. George Blanda. All right. Oh, basketball. Wah, wah. Is anybody going to get this guy? I know a couple guys in the chat that should get this guy. Couple guys in the chat should get this guy. I'm looking at you, Michael Renicky. And you, Max. Oh, wow. Let's see. They're all coming in. Let's see. We're going to give Max the first one to answer. Dog, Michael Finley. And good, you didn't let me down. Michael Renicky and Max both were the first ones to guess correctly. Michael Finley. Max with his first point today, and he moves up to 24 points overall. All right. Now we go back to baseball. All right, this is an easy one. Just not easy for me to cover up the name. We've got a shiny chrome. This is what, 2000 Topps Chrome, I think. Oh, yeah. Dan dropping some knowledge. Michael Finley from Proviso East. Max was the first of many to correctly guess Bartolo Colon. Bartolo Colon. Max with another point, and he's at 25. All righty. And we go to football. Oop, I don't know. Can you see that? We go to football. Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, let some guesses come through before I give any hints. Looks like I don't have to give any hints because Max again. Wow, Max. Chase Claypool, who is not currently playing. He's in the doghouse with the Chicago Bears. Edit. So Max is up to 26 points. Okay, now we go back to baseball. Now we go vintage. Yeah, Max has that fast internet. Who is this guy? New York Mets manager. Yogi. Jeez, Max. Max was the fastest one again. Max says he grew up on computers, type fast too. So Max with Yogi Berra. Let's see. Okay. It's weird. Like each like segment of Name That Player we have. At first, it was Uncle Rich was super fast. The last edition was Scotty Dubs. Now this edition is Max. Who's gonna be the fastest? Oh, we're going back to football. Here we go. Football. We've got, I think, 2 cards left after this: basketball and football. Dak is correct, and guess who? It's Max with the fast internet. Dak Prescott. George says he sees answers before even seeing the card. Let's see. So I think Uncle Rich is going to get the next one if he's still with us. All right. Now, yeah, Merle says refresh your screen. Basketball. Who is this? Rich says too much pressure. Jeez, Max. And I am going to give you credit for last name only. I won't make you choose between which sister. But for fun, do you know who this one is? We're going to give Max the point. It is Cavender. But is it Haley or Hannah? Oh, and guess what? It is Haley. It is Haley. Wow. Haley Cavender. All right. Okay. 29 points for Max. And we have one more left. I forgot about this card, but this is a cool card. It was one of those short prints in Pro Set. This is a cool card. And hey, it actually the timing, right? It's National Indigenous People Day coming up. Jim Thorpe is correct. And guess what? Max is the winner. Jim Thorpe, pioneer of the game. Jim Thorpe and Max ends the day with 30 points on the game. 30 points. It can't be geography because Michael Renick's closer. I think Michael Renick is probably the closest to my house. Because we used to say, well, Scotty Dubs is over in Dubuque and he's fast. Max is up north. Max, you're like, what, 2 hours north of here? Michael Renick's not too far away. Max says, thanks for playing today, and thanks for coming to my TED Talk. There we go. So, name that player. Done for another week. So, today's what, episode 996. Live shows tomorrow and Sunday. I don't have any shows, despite there being card shows all over the Midwest this weekend. I'm hunkering down at home, doing taxes. Yay. So I'm going to ship and do some taxes. And I am going to list some stuff because I found some good baseball stuff that I'm going to list later today. So we'll do some of that. We don't get playoff baseball today. We've got to wait until tomorrow. Dave, by the way, I think I did get your message. So thank you for messaging me. And I'll get you in contact with Card Dealer Pro so they can answer your questions. Let's see. What else? Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit up my eBay store. I don't think I've scrolled that yet. So eBay store. My next card show is going to be Sunday, October 22nd. Sunday, October 22nd, Janesville Card Show. I'll be set up with my bargain boxes. I've got some bargain boxes. Some of my quarter boxes, I'm selling the entire box for $50. I've got 2 football boxes put together along with a couple baseball boxes. So I'll have some of those for sale for cheap. Madison Card Show's coming up on Saturday, October 28th. Sheraton Hotel, John Nolan Drive. What else? Our 1000th episode coming up on Tuesday. We'll do it. We'll do 2 episodes. We'll do a live show at 7 a.m. Central and a live show at 7 p.m. Central. And we'll have the link and you can call in and we'll just hang out 7 a.m. Central and 7 p.m. Central next Tuesday. I think that's the 10th, correct? For episode 1000, the big extravaganza. I think that's all the shilling I have left to do. So Max says photo memory helps a lot. Kate Upton was Hall of Fame card collector's crush. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shane says, what the hell is a memory? I can't remember shit. Makes my girlfriend mad sometimes. I remember stupid shit. Trivial shit. I don't remember to take out the trash. But I remember dumb stuff. So, like, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your patience. Have a great Friday. And we'll be back tomorrow morning, probably 8:30, somewhere in there, 8:30 Central Time. So we'll see you then.